coming up missing too much anymore. There's definitely still some people missing back there.
I actually know a lot about the topic that you're talking about here.
I want to know everything I can.
Well, I grew up out here, and back quite a few years ago now, my brother actually he froze out in these hills. It was really interesting the way it happened because there was a dispute over water with my neighbors because they were like they wanted the water for their weed plants and for cattle for whatever reasons. A lot part of it was for the land. My brother, he froze out in these hills, and there was even some bruises. His fingernails were pulled back and that kind of stuff, and it's just like suspicious. And so I've always kind of had something going on about that, but it's happened so many years ago, and we couldn't do anything. And then the law enforcement didn't really make a large effort for it. They had dogs retrieve him. That was one of the first times where I was really impacted by this. For a long time, I actually grew up over in Bell Springs, or worked over in Bell Springs, up in the mountains. I actually heard rumors that some of this started happening way back in the 80s. There was actually some people that were murdering people up in the hills, but they're actually cannibals too. And they were way up there, and there was actually some cannibalism going on.
Yes.
We're headed up to Alder Point. We're trying to learn more about some of the dark underbelly of these mountains. What should we know?
That you're going to be in and out of cell phone range,
Okay.
and that people here don't really warm up to strangers. Yeah, I'm a bit concerned that you're going up Alder Point. I don't know if you watch the series Murder Mountain. There's a lot of missing persons up here. Get asked to work and they never get paid, and they demand payment, and then they just get shot and killed and buried in someone's backyard.
What's the craziest thing you guys have heard about here?
That Ryan Tanner pretty crazy.
Yeah, I mean, wasn't there cannibalism? They eat
I don't know
people
about
over there,
I don't
some
know about
shit.
cannibalism,
Jesus.
but
Tell me about Ryan Tanner.
he at least killed one friend of ours for sure.
Serial killer out here or what?
Supposedly, they said that there's like a bunch
yeah,
of bodies
there's-
out there.
Jesus, okay.
Supposedly there's a bunch of bodies out on the property.
I had another neighbor about 4 or 5 years ago, 6 years ago. He actually stabbed somebody in the neck with an ice pick. When he did that and he stabbed that guy in the neck, the police went out and they raided his property, and they brought cadaver dogs out there. They ended up finding 6 bodies out there.
They think that they can come here and make like a few $1,000s. There's a lot of promises. They're living in their cars, they're living in tents. And then when it comes